Good afternoon, students. Today we try to design adders. We try to design adders. Question is design a adder circuit which add two 1-bit inputs. A manufacturer came to you and asked you to design a adder circuit which adds two 1-bit inputs. And I hope you read the 4 steps in the design procedure which we discussed in the last class. Step 1 is we need to decide how many inputs and outputs required for the design. Here you are adding two 1-bit inputs. 1-bit input, for example, take any two 1-bit inputs. 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1 like that. Okay. So when you are adding two 1-bit inputs, what is the output length? Okay. When you are adding 2 bits, 0 plus 0, 0 only, 1 plus 0, 1 only, 0 plus 1, 1 only, 1 plus 1, 2. But in binary, 2 can be written as 1, 0, where we call 1 as carry, 0 as sum. So this circuit having two output pins and two input pins. So from the specifications, we can understand it contains two inputs and we need to assign symbols for two inputs, and symbols I am taking as A comma B. Two inputs. So one symbol is one input having symbol A, one input having symbol B, and two outputs in bracket symbols S comma C. S is for sum, C is for carry. Okay, so draw the block diagram. Block. This is the two 1-bit adder block diagram. It is having two inputs. Those are A, B. Two outputs SC. This is block diagram. Block diagram of two 1-bit add 1-bit adder. Okay, now we need to draw the internal diagram for this one. This is step 1. First From the specifications, determine number of inputs and number of outputs. Number of inputs are 2, number of outputs are 2. Step 2. Okay. Defining truth table. From adding principles, we can define truth table as inputs A, B, output S, C. Okay. With the two inputs, we are having 4 combinations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. When you are adding 0 and 0, what you are getting? 0, 0 only. Here carry 0. So carry 0, sum 0. 0, 1, sum 1, carry 0. Sum 1, carry 0. 1, 1. When you are adding 1 plus 1, 1, 0. Carry 1, sum 0. Okay. Second step is define truth table. Defining the truth table is completed. Step 3. Step 3 is express each output in terms of input. Each output in terms of inputs. So what are the outputs we are having? S, C. So first we try to express S. Okay, first write the SOP form equation. S is equal to wherever it is 1. Okay, when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, S is equal to 1. 0, 1 nothing but 1. Next, S is equal to 1. When A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. 1, 0 nothing but indicates 2. 1, 0 indicates 2. So we have the standard SOP form equation for S. So apply to K-map. So wherever the midterms are there, keep 1. This is 1, this is 1. These are diagonal, so not adjacent. So you have to form groups differently, G1 and G2. And G1 is equal to A, B bar. G2 is equal to, if you write, you will get A bar B. Therefore, S is equal to A B bar plus A bar B. And look at the expression carefully. A B bar plus A bar B nothing but XOR gate expression. So S is equal to A XOR B. S is equal to A XOR B. Next, write down the C expression. Look at the C where it is 1. It is 1 when AB is equal to 1, 1. So C is equal to sigma A comma B where it is 1. When input value is equal to 3, C is equal to 1. So it is in standard SOP form. Apply K-map. 1, 1. Okay, this is only one group. Consider it as G1. It is equal to AB. Therefore, C is equal to AB. Next, step 4. In the step 4, Draw the logic diagram. Draw the logic diagram. So, see, we have to draw the internal diagram. This internal diagram. So now we are drawing. Input is A, B. Output is SC. What is S? S is equal to A XOR B. So A XOR B. Draw the diagram. And this is S. Next, C is equal to A into B. C is equal to A into B. This is C. C is equal to A into B. Now, this is the block box internal diagram. It is having one XOR gate and one AND gate. It is having one XOR gate and one AND gate. This is two 1-bit input adder. This two 1-bit input adder, also known as off adder. We can also call this one as off adder. HA. Okay. I told you in the last class the 4 steps in the design procedure. Everyone has to read and remember. Okay. In the step 1, whatever the design you are going to construct, in the step 1, you know you have to, in the step 1, you have to decide how many inputs and outputs the circuit having. In the step 1, you have to decide how many inputs and how many outputs. Step 2, define truth table. Step 3, from the truth table, get the expressions. Step 4, draw the logic diagram. Only these 4 steps. Okay. If you have any doubt, ask me. Otherwise, we'll go to the end of circuit. Okay. Design an adder which add 3 1-bit inputs. Here we are designing a circuit which add 3 1-bit inputs. So step 1, from the specifications, okay, whatever the given in the question, 3 1-bit inputs. So input is having, so we have 3 inputs. We have 3 inputs for this circuit. You can understand it contains 3 inputs, symbols. I'm considering as A, B, C. Okay. And how many outputs this circuit will have? For example, 3 bits. Take 3 bits. Okay, this is the maximum input we can give to the 3 input variables 1, 1, 1. When you add 1, 1, 1, you get 3. 3 can be written as 1, 1. So 1 is carry, 1 is sum. So this circuit will have two outputs and two outputs symbols. I am taking S for sum, C out for carry. It is for sum, it is for carry. Now, draw the block diagram. This is the block diagram. A, B, C in, S, C out. Okay. Now, this is the block diagram. Now we have to draw the internal diagram for this. So the internal diagram you can get by proceeding step 2, 3. Step 2, define truth table. In which way it wants to work, we have to define the truth table. So inputs are A, B, C in, output is S, C out. With 3 inputs, you will get 8 combinations: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 4. So now add zeros. What you will get? Sum and carry. You will get sum 0, carry 0. So like this: 0 plus 0 plus 0. Then you will get 0, 0. One is carry, one is sum. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 1. You will get 1 and carry 0. Sum is 1, carry 0. Here also sum 1, carry 0. Here also 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 means carry 1, sum 0. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Next, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 3 means 1, 1. Okay. If there is a combination like 0 plus 1 plus 1, you will get 1, 0. Okay, Amma. Truth table is completed. Go to the step 3. Express each output in terms of inputs. Okay. What are the outputs? S and C out. First S. Write the S in standard STP form. Wherever it is 1, write the input decimal value. It is 1 when input is 1. It is 1 when input is 2. 1 when it is 4. 1, 2, 4, and finally 7. Okay. Now solve this. This is 3 variable K map. Where are the minterms are there? Keep 1, 1, 2, 4, 7. Okay. You can't form the grouping with 4 variables, 2 variables. So form single groups: G1, G2, G3, G4. Okay, now write S is equal to G1. What is the G1? A bar, B bar, C in plus G2. A bar B, C in bar plus G3. AB, C in G4. AB bar, C in bar. Okay. Now separate C in terms and separate C in bar terms and take common. C in common, A bar B bar plus AB. Take C in bar common, A bar B plus AB bar. This is nothing but A XOR B whole bar, XNOR expression. This is XOR expression, A XOR B. Now consider this A XOR B bar, A XOR B as small, okay, consider X for example. Then you will get the expression like C in X bar plus C in bar X. It is nothing but C in plus or X. But what is the X? X is equal to AX or B. So write down X is equal to AX or BX or C in. This is the sum expression. Okay. Now, next, carry C out. First, express it in standard SOP form. Wherever it is 1, write the equivalent input 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Apply K-map. Wherever the midterm is present, keep 1. Okay. These two, you get farm group, these two, and these two. So you are having 3 groups, G1, G2, G3. So if you write the expression of G1, G2, G3, you will get B, C in plus A, C in plus AB. So for easily remembering, you can write it as AB plus BC in plus C in A. Okay. Now construct the internal diagram. Construct the internal diagram from these expressions. Step 4 is draw internal diagram. Okay. Inputs are A, B, C. So S is equal to AXR, BXR, C. So connect all these three to XR gate. S is equal to BXR, C. Next, AB plus BC in plus C in A. You know how to draw the logic diagram for the given expression. So AB, take A, take B, A, B, and A. Next, take B, C in. This is B, take C in. Next, take C in A. This is C in A. Take the A from here. Okay, this is AB, BC in, C in A. Now these three are ORed. So OR gate. This is C out. This is the internal diagram of three 1-bit adder. Three 1-bit input adder, also known as full adder. It is also known as full adder. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, no doubt. And one point about half adder and full adder. Full adder having carry propagation capability. Wherein in half adder we don't have carry propagation capability. Okay, we will see what it means by carry propagation capability, and take one assignment question from this. Okay, draw the diagram of full adder using half adders. Draw the diagram of full adder using half adder. Okay, take this assignment question from this unit and try to write down. Okay. Next, design an adder circuit which adds two 2-bit inputs. Two 2-bit inputs.
Hello, Moto.
Two 2-bit inputs. That is, take two inputs. I am taking two inputs, one as A, one as B. Okay, and this input is having two bits. So A1 is one bit, A0 is another bit. Similarly, B is also 2-bit input. So it is also having two inputs, B1, B0. This is like 0, 1, 1, 1, like this. Now you have to design a circuit for adding two 2-bit inputs. This is A, this is a 2-bit input. This is B, this is also 2-bit input. We are having 2 bits. You have to design. Okay. Now, see here, when you add A naught and B naught, you will get one is sum, one is carry. You will get one is sum, one is carry. Okay. So here we are using full adder. We are using full adder to add two bits A naught and B naught. But full adder is used for adding three input bits. But we are having only two inputs. What are those two bits? A naught, B naught. But what about the third one? Third one we consider as 0. Third one we consider as 0. And we add these three using the full adder. Okay. This complete bit A naught, B naught and 0 will be added with one full adder. Then it will produce sum and carry. When you add, it will produce sum S0 and it will produce carry C1. Again, add these three inputs. To add the three inputs, you need full adder. So when you add three inputs, you will get sum and you will get carry. And carry I am writing as C2. Okay. Now, step 1. From the specifications, okay, this is the idea of designing two 2-bit input adder. Okay. From the specifications, we know we have two input bits. We have two input bits. Okay. A1, A0. This completely belongs to A. B1, B0. This is completely belongs to the B. Okay. And we have outputs carry to S1, S0. These three are the outputs. Okay. This is the block diagram of 2-bit adder. Two bit input adder. Okay. Now, in the step 2, defining the truth table, what we have to do is A1, A0, B1, B0 inputs, C2, S1, S0. Okay. You have to draw the internal circuit. To draw the internal circuit, you have to follow the truth table. After defining the truth table, you have to find the expression for C2, S1, S0. Then draw the circuit diagram. Okay, this is one method. Already we know this step 1, step 2 process. And instead of that, you can directly draw the figure for this using full adder. Okay, we need one full adder to add one bit. To add one bit, we need one full adder. So here we are having two 1 bits are there. This is A1, B1, C1, A0, B0, 0. So first to draw two full adders. This is one full adder. This is another full adder. And what are the inputs of full adder? A, B, C in. Okay. This is one full adder. This is another full adder. What are the inputs for the full adder? A, B, C in. Outputs are S, C out. A, B, C in, S, C out. Now look, in the first full adder, A is assigned to A0, B is given to B0, C in is given to the 0. Okay. Then when you add these three bits, it will produce sum. Sum is equal to S0 and produce carry, that is C1. It will produce a carry C1. Okay, come to the next bit. A1, B1, C1. So A is given to the A1, B is given to the B1, C in. C in, you have to give C1. So draw the line from C1. Okay. Now see here, the carry from first bit addition, the carry from first bit addition is propagating to the second bit, is propagating or it is moving to the second bit. Okay. So this is carry propagation. This carry propagation facility is not present in off adder generally. Okay. So when you add A1, B1, C1, it will produce the sum which is equivalent to the S1, and it will produce the carry C out, that is equal to C2. Okay. This is the internal diagram of two-bit input adder. Just like our normal addition only, but for adding each bit, we use one full adder. For adding this bit, A0, B0, we are using one full adder, but full adder having three inputs, A0, B0, C0. Okay, A0, A, B, C in, but we are having only two inputs, A0, B0. So we consider third input as 0 and we use one full adder and we generate the sum and carry. Okay, and this carry we need to apply for the next bit. This carry will apply for the next bit. And in the next bit, we are adding A1, B1, C1. So give A1 to A, B1 to B, C1 give to the C in. Then when you add, you will get C2 and S1. This is the another way of drawing 2-bit adder, two 2-bit input adder, and this two 2-bit input adder also called as parallel adder. It is also called as parallel adder. It is also called as parallel adder. Now, this parallel adder is slow. It is slow adder. Why it is slow? Because when you are adding A1, B1, when you are adding A1 and B1, it is looking for the carry which is coming from the first addition operation. It is looking for the carry C1 which is coming from the first addition operation. So it will take some time for adding the first addition operation. So it is a slow adder. And we can overcome this slowness in the adder by using carry look ahead order. We can overcome this slowness with carry look ahead order. You are not having carry look ahead order, but just remember this point. Okay. Here 2-bit inputs I have drawn this and give a try of two 4-bit inputs. Give a try of two 4-bit inputs. Two 4-bit inputs means A is having length 4 bits, B is having length 4 bits. A is having length 4 bits, B is having length 4 bits. So A length is 4 bits, A3, A2, A1, A0. B is also having the length 3 bits. B3, B2, and B0. Now try to add these two bits. Okay. For each bit, you need to use one full adder. So 4 bits are there. So you have to use 4 full adders. For 4 bits, use 4 full adders. A0, B0, but 4 adder, full adder having 3 bits. So consider first bit as 0. So A0, B0, C0, then it will generate sum and carry. Again add. Again it will generate the sum carry. Okay. A1 plus B1 plus C1. So it will generate sum and carry. Again add A2, B2, C2. You will generate sum, carry. Again add A3, B3, C3, S3 and you will get carry C4. Now apply these bits to the full adder and you will get the diagram. Just to follow the 2-bit input diagram, you will get the 4-bit parallel adder. You will get the 4-bit parallel adder. In the next class, we will discuss subtractor. In the next class, we will discuss subtractor. And if you have any doubt regarding this adders, you can ask me. In the adder, either two 1-bit input adders, three 1-bit input adders, two 2-bit input adders, two 4-bit input adder. We discussed 4 things in today's class. First one is two 1-bit input adder. Second one, three 1-bit input adder. Third one, two 2-bit input adder. Fourth, okay, you have to draw this diagram on your own, similar to the two 2-bit input, two 4-bit input adder. Okay, this one is called half adder, it is called full adder, it is called 2-bit parallel adder. This is called 4-bit parallel adder. And parallel adders are slow. We can overcome the slowness using carry loop ahead adder. Okay, if you have any doubt, ask me. Otherwise, we'll end the session. Okay, Amma. Then we are closing the session. Right. Okay. Daily, just for 5 minutes, look at the video of daily class. Okay, then you will have the clear idea.